Assalamu alaikum, Arabic learners. I am Afifa and I welcome you to today's Quranic Arabic Simplified lesson number 16, which will continue to provide examples from the Quran on the genitive case endings that we started last time. Please find any videos that you have missed on the playlists with the titles Quranic Arabic Simplified or Madinah Arabic Shortened. Please comment and share the videos to spread the knowledge and to give barakah to my channel. Let us now begin. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the last few lessons, I mentioned that Arabic nouns end in vowel signs called harakat, which are the dhamma, the fatha, or the kasra. And these are called case endings, Arab. Just like the white coat of a doctor tells us that he's a doctor, the kasra ending of a noun can show its function in a sentence. So today we will look at Quranic verse examples for the kasra ending, which in English is called the genitive case and in Arabic referred to as the majroor ending. We're continuing to look at prepositions, and we said in Arabic it is called harful jar, particle of jar. And I said that min is an example of a preposition. It means from. Ala is a preposition to mean on or above. And we looked at an example with fi, which means in. So we looked at al-baytu is in the marfu'un case with a dhamma ending. But when a preposition such as fi preceded it, came before it, it pulled it down from the dhamma to the kasra, and we say it is in the majrurun case. Okay, it means in the house, but this al-bayti we say is in the majrurun case, which is with the kasra ending. Let's look at another example. Muhammadun fil bayti. Muhammad is in the house. Here again we see that the preposition came before al-bayt and made it in the majroor case with a kasra ending. Now let's take a look at this verse, which we recite pretty frequently. It is min sharri ma khalaqa. It means from the evil of that which he has created. So here what we observe is that min came, which is a preposition, and it came before this noun here, and it put it in the genitive or majrurun case with a kasra ending. Min sharri. It means from the evil. Okay, and the next word is ma, which has different meanings as we will look on during the course. Ma can have a negative meaning, but here it means what or that. So from the evil of that or which he has created. Khalaqa is a verb to mean he has created. And the subject here is hidden in this verb, as we shall see in a future lesson on verbs, but the subject is Allah, of what he has created. Let's take a look at another example of a verse, and you'll be surprised at how much you already know if you have so far been up to date with the lessons. فَهُوَ فِي عِيشَةٍ رَاضِيَةٍ. It means then he will lead a life of pleasure. So as I have said before, fa means then. So here it is attached to the pronoun huwa. So it's fa plus huwa. Huwa means he. So then he. Fi is a preposition. It means in, right? That we have been looking at. So fahuwa fi ishatin. So I'm not going to join it here, just to explain it word by word. Fi ishatin, it means a life. Ishatin means a life, and it is indefinite because of the tanween kasra at the end. And we know it is tanween kasra because it was preceded by fi, right? So in a life of pleasure. So radiyatin is the adjective and it's describing the life. And adjectives, as we will see in future lessons, it matches the vowel sign of the noun that it is describing. Okay, so that's why it also has a kasra, as we shall see in future lessons. Radiyatin. So that's why it's also got a tanween kasra at the end of it. So let's take a look at another example from the Quran. Ala siratim mustaqimin, on a straight path. So now can you tell me what is ala? It is a harful jar, a preposition to mean on. Okay, so ala siratin. Okay, so I'm not going to join the words here to explain it to you. So siratin means a path. A path. So what I want you to notice here, that it has a tanween kasra. So why does it have a tanween? Because it is indefinite. That's why it is a path. And why does it have kasra? Why does it have two kasras? Because it was preceded by ala, which is a preposition which put it in the majrurun case with a kasra. Okay, and we see that mustaqimin is also tanween kasra. Why? Because it's an adjective describing the path. What kind of a path is it? It is a straight path. So adjectives we will discuss in the future lessons, but it matches. Adjectives matches the noun that it is modifying. So that is why it also has the tanween kasra on it. So now let's take a look at another commonly recited verse. Minal jinnati wan nasi. So here it means from among the jinn and mankind, we're seeking protection from Allah from their whispers. Okay, so here what is min? It is a preposition. Okay, it means from. And because a preposition preceded the noun, it made it in the majrurun case with the kasra ending. That is why it is minal jinnati. And we also observe that jinnati is definite because it has a al. So it is the jinn. Okay. And then wow, it means and. Okay. And whenever wow comes, so it is joining the previous, what comes previously. So whatever is the case ending of the previous portion, it will carry through into the next portion. So here, because wow came and before wow jinnati had a kasra, so what comes after wow is going to carry the same case forward. That's why it is wan nasi, also with a kasra. So an nasi is also majrurun by the min. Okay, so it's the wow that carried it forward. So from among the jinn and mankind. So an-nasi is mankind. Let's now take a look at another very commonly recited verse. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It means all praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds. Here, so we analyze a portion of the verse. Okay, so let's start with Alhamdu. Alhamdu means all praise, and that is the mubtada of the sentence. It is the subject of the sentence, and how do we know that? It ends with a dhamma, right? Because the dhamma is the sign of its being marfu', and we know that mubtada is marfu'un. So alhamdu is all praise, and what is the khabar? The khabar is lillahi, for Allah. That is the khabar, for Allah. And in lillahi, there is actually a lam li plus Allahi. So li is a preposition. It means for. Okay, so when the preposition comes before the noun, which is in this case Allahi, it makes it majrurun with a kasra ending, right? So that is why it is lillahi. with a kasra ending because Allahi is here majroorun because of the lam, the li that came before it. And as we shall see, li is a preposition. It is harfu jar. Alhamdulillahi. Rabbil Alameen is a construction that we will inshallah study in future lessons. It means Lord of the worlds. If you are regular with watching the 2 or 3 short videos that I post per week, you will succeed in mastering Quranic Arabic, inshallah. If this video benefited you, please do like, subscribe, comment, and keep watching these short videos. Subhanaka wa bihamdika la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.